Okay, let's dive right in. We're talking about a huge shift in how we build with AI. It's all about moving away from all that messy patchwork stuff and towards something way more powerful, native agency.
Story. Once upon a time, building agentic apps meant writing massive amounts of glue code. I mean, developers were literally stuck, manually stitching together APIs, trying to manage state. It was a real headache. But then, the OpenAI Agents SDK came along and completely changed the game. So level up, study buddy. Let's build.
So before we jump into the awesome solution, we've got to really understand the core problem, right? The thing that was driving developers crazy when they tried to build these sophisticated agent applications. Let's call it the age of glue code. This right here is the heart of the problem, the integration burden. Think of it like this. It's all that technical debt you rack up, just trying to make all the moving parts, your tools, your APIs, your conversation history, actually talk to each other. Imagine building a simple customer service bot. The old way, you'd be writing tons of code just to remember what the user asked 3 questions ago. It's nuts. And that's what slows everything down and makes it incredibly difficult to build the fast, scalable, and truly smart apps that the next generation of models, like GPT-5, are going to demand. And this slide just lays it out perfectly. On the left, you've got the old way, that glue code burden. We're talking manual state management, nightmare debugging sessions, juggling multiple endpoints. It's a mess. But then look at the right. The native SDK solution is so much cleaner. Sessions are automated, tracing is built right in so you can see that's happening, and you've got one single unified endpoint. The difference is just night and day. So how does OpenAI solve this whole mess? Well, they gave us this super lightweight Python-first toolkit. And the best part? No clunky, unnecessary abstractions. It's just 4 core components for building some seriously powerful agents. Let's break them down. These are your new building blocks. First up, you've got agents. Think of these as your large language models, but supercharged with specific instructions and tools. Next, you have handoffs, which is so cool. This lets one agent pass a task off to another, more specialized agent. Teamwork, right? Third, guardrails. These are basically your bouncers, checking inputs and outputs to make sure everything's running smoothly and safely. And finally, maybe the most important one, sessions, which handle the flow of conversation, tying everything together seamlessly. Okay, let's zoom in on what might be the most powerful primitive here, sessions. I'm telling you, this is an absolute game changer. This is the piece that automatically maintains the entire conversation history. And what does that mean for you? You never have to handle state manually again, ever. Remember that customer service bot we talked about? This is its memory. It solves one of the single biggest headaches in agent development. Okay, so we've got these 4 amazing primitives, but how do we actually use them? Well, it all gets funneled through a single unified endpoint. This is your direct pipeline, your native path for deploying these workflows right on top of OpenAI's most advanced models. And here it is, the Responses API. Just think of it as the central nervous system for your agent. It's the one hub that handles everything, all the tools, the search capabilities, the memory or session state, and the core logic. This is the secret sauce that gets your workflows ready for what's coming next, and yeah, that includes GPT-5. All right, pop quiz time. Let's see if you've been paying attention. What's that one specific OpenAI endpoint that makes all of these GPT-native agentic applications possible? I'll give you a second to think about it. You got it, it's the Responses API. This is the unified interface for all your agentic components, your tools, your search, your logic, the whole shebang. This is the key that really unlocks native agency. So let's bring it all home and talk about the #1 benefit of going native. It's all about taking your idea from a simple prototype to a fully operational digital worker and doing it faster than you ever thought possible. And what's the single biggest advantage that makes this happen? It's the unified workflow with built-in tracing. Seriously, tracing lets you see, visualize, and evaluate exactly how your agent is thinking, step by step. It's like having an X-ray into your agent's logic. It lets you skip all that painful debugging and just accelerate straight into production. It's huge. All right, now it's your turn to get your hands dirty. Here's your task. Head over to the OpenAI dashboard. I want you to try converting a standard prompt into a functional agent. Then, start adding your first tools using these new SDK primitives we just talked about. And when you're done, share your creation in the comments. Let us know which tools you added first. So, I want to leave you with this one big idea. The future of AI isn't just about crafting slightly better prompts. It's about building systems with native agency. Autonomous, tool-using agents that can execute complex tasks all on their own. If this helped you level up your game, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Study Buddy with Notebook LM. We're going to keep you right on the cutting edge of this agentic revolution. Stay agentic.